What's going on, YouTube? Zero Lead here, back again with a new video. Episode 53 of the Disco Era USS Enterprise tutorial. I just want to thank you very much for tuning into today's episode, and if you haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and helping me in supporting the channel. I cannot thank you enough for that. And today we have one thing specifically to work on. We're going to be focusing on our Shuttlebay door. I wanted to give you guys the option because when I was building this, originally I was going to leave this open, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build it just in case somebody's like, you know what, I want to be able to close this off. And I was able to come up with a design that it's pretty simple, but I want to show it off to you guys, see what you think. So got about just not a super long video today, only about just over 8 minutes. But basically, to pull this off, we're going to be going along with our pattern that we already have here. So we put a block in each corner, and then we're going to go out one. And we're using the white quartz at this point because we want to differentiate. Once we've gone out one, we're just going to go straight across. And we're just literally going to continue this pattern going with a cut. Pretty simple pattern to do, but when it's done, it doesn't look bad. And from what I've seen other people do, and not only that for myself, also when I've done these, I feel like the more you put into it, the more you complicate it, the worse it ends up coming out. So I think especially with your Shuttlebay door, less is more, and just keep it simple. And that's what you can see exactly what I'm doing here. Want to get rid of that axis, gotta fix that hole right there. We're literally just going along with the cut, the current pattern that we have, not overlapping any blocks. We'll get rid of that one. Going at an angle back. We're gonna go back as far back as we can. Those two on the sides, I should have maybe moved those over. Let's put one in each corner down here, maybe. There we go. Now we're looking good. We're just going to keep this going. Again, not a super difficult pattern to do, but I think pretty much all I ended up using was full-size blocks for this. I didn't really use half slabs for this door. On my Enterprise A, I did. I built it a little bit differently, but even with my Enterprise A, the Shuttlebay doors, they were pretty simple. They weren't super complicated. You see we had that nice arch starting to develop here. It's exactly what we want. But here's the thing, you don't want it to go all the way down arching, because I feel like that's a trap that people will very easily put themselves in, you know, because I have seen people, you know, just go straight down at an angle, and it doesn't look good. What we're going to do as we get a little bit close to the bottom, then we're going to pick where we're going to basically stop the curve and go straight down. It's either going to be after this or this next line or the one after that. Okay, let's continue that on. This is pretty cut and dry because, again, you know, if you see where we started from, we started off of the shape of our doorway itself. So it wasn't too hard to come up with as far as, you know, like a starting point or like what the pattern is, you know, like we've done with this whole ship. I try to go with the pattern with the rest of the ship because I feel like this helps it look a little bit more natural. So you see here the bottom two rows, we're just going straight down. Because if we would have went out one again, it wouldn't have looked right. And I think even in a second here, we're going to mess with, we're going to change one thing on it, but then we're going to go back to what we have here because this right there, that's money. That's spot on with the picture. Um, the only thing that is slightly off with the picture is that when you look at it from the side, in the picture, you can see a little, just ever so slightly, you can see a little bit more of the bubble dome, as opposed to mine, but like it's literally just off by a hair. And I was even considering, I'm like, you know what, do I want to add like another layer or two to it? But then I just decided, I'm like, you know what, this looks good just as is. Doesn't have to be spot on perfect. I think as long as it looks good is the main key thing here. You can see I'm trying to layer it up here in the middle, maybe just to give it some more texture. That kind of doesn't look super horrible, but maybe that top row there is sticking out. I don't like that too much. And we're going to pull up our screenshot here of our Disco Era Enterprise from the side view, and we're going to zoom in on the shuttle bay. Yeah, because you can see that, you know, the shuttle bay, like it just arches out ever so slightly. Um, it's just a hair off, but it doesn't. I don't really think that it looks bad. I may go back at some point and add another layer to it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think that this looks good just as it is. And again, you know, as you can see, it was pretty simple to do. It's only taken us a couple of minutes to bang this out. But just doing what we did, I mean, it really, um, I mean, that's money right there. But again, this top row, I don't know about that if I'm feeling that. What we're going to do now, we're going to try to taper it off at the bottom. But when I do this, not really satisfied with how it looks, so we're going to end up changing it back. Yeah, because you see what I mean now? Like, instead of having the last two rows doubling up, with it having that progressive curve or that angle going straight down, you lose the curve. Um, so that's why we don't want to do that right there. I think going back to what we had before is the way to go here. Yeah, this makes it look a little bit more like a dome, like that. Still not crazy about the very top row, but other than that, um, that's pretty much as close as we can get it. Haven't seen too many people do do anything much better than that. But this is getting pretty exciting. We are starting to wind down on this build. There's only really a couple of things left to do before we're going to be moving on to the next builds. But still a couple of things left. Like I said, we got to work on engineering a little bit more. We've got our medical bay that we got to do, and then a couple of the quarters. We'll do those, at least one. I know that. Maybe I might try to actually push them all into one video. I'm not really sure yet. I'll know that we'll get there. And then the very last thing we're going to have to do is add in the registration number before we actually wrap this thing up. But we're getting there. Not too much left to do, but regardless, if there's something that you guys would like to see me build, drop a comment below. You never know. If there's a lot of people asking me for it, or if it's something that I can get passionate about, I might just build it. Also, for whatever reason, if I'm not specific enough during this tutorial and you have a question, drop a comment below. I'll try to see what I can do to help you out. Usually pretty responsive in the comment section. If I don't get to your comment, chances are I've either um, already answered that question in a previous comment, or I'm getting ready to answer it in a video. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. I just want to thank you again for tuning into today's episode. And if you haven't, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, helping me and supporting the channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow for episode 54. In fact, you can always catch new Minecraft episodes Monday through Saturday. The only days I do not have new episodes coming out is on Sundays. And then on Mondays, I have my Ark builds, and coming soon is the regular ongoing series for my newest game that I've been playing, Starship Evo. You should be looking to see a new video coming out for that within the next 2 weeks. And then I'll have a schedule with that next video coming up as far as when I'm going to be releasing those. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you again. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.